do the pledge?
We don't normally do a pledge. If you'd like to do one.
No. If we don't normally do one, then I'm not going to add it to the list here. So, all right, so we will call this meeting of the New Brunswick Parking Authority to order. For the public minutes, please be advised that the notice requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act have been complied with and satisfied, and that the annual notice, which gave sufficient notice of the time, place, and conduct of all public meetings of the New Brunswick Parking Authority, has been posted on the authority's website, has been filed with the city clerk, has been placed on an appropriate bulletin board in the lobby of City Hall, New Brunswick, New Jersey, and has been transmitted to the official newspaper for the city of New Brunswick, namely the Central Home New Jersey Tribune. Sorry about that, butchered that. As per the annual notice provided for in the resolution adopted by this governing body on December 29th, 1975. So I'm still trying to get the coffee in my system, so I apologize now.
It's all right.
So moving on to minutes for the July 2024. Do we have we have everyone here, so we should vote for that.
So Maria, John, and Gus could vote on the minutes, to approve the minutes.
So,
I read them, they're fine.
Okay.
so we have a motion to approve on the table. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And the minutes are hereby approved.
All right.
Executive Director's report.
Okay, thank you, Aaron. A few items. All the restoration and maintenance work has been completed. Work was done at the Patterson Street Garage, Civic Square Garage, Mars Street Garage, and Church Street Garage. And in 2025, we're looking to do work here at the Gateway Garage and the Wellness Garage. EV charging stations, if you recall, I had brought to the board looking for approval to go out and receive grants for the electric charging stations to increase our number of stations in each garage. So tonight on the agenda list, I have two resolutions. One is for the Wellness Garage and one is for the Gateway Garage, both for $40,000 as a grant from the EPA, New Jersey State EPA. Unfortunately, we can't increase the EV charging stations in the other garages just yet, because the last time we increased them was less than 5 years ago. So that's the cutoff. So we'll go out, we'll ask for more money next year. But in the meantime, what this will do by installing these new charging stations, it'll be doubling the amount of ports, if you will. So currently we have 5 single port machines at Gateway and at Wellness. So each one will have 10 ports.
So those are older than 5 years old, so that's why we
Yes.
can get new ones?
Right, and plus you're changing from single to double. They want you to offer more, so the other facilities have double already. So.
I'm sorry, but we're increasing from 5 to...
Ports, so the hoses that come out of the machine.
Okay.
So right now they're single, they only have one hose, so you can only charge one vehicle at the
Okay.
machine. These will have 2 hoses.
2.
So basically, we're going from 5 single ports to 5 double ports.
Stop.
All right. Just some statistical information for the board. System-wide, which includes both off-street and on-street parking, 91% of all transactions are being made via credit card payment. And as far as the on-street meters, we show 63% of those transactions are being made using our pay-by-phone app, Park Mobile, and 28% is using the actual credit card at the meters. So cash is dwindling as far as the usage of it. And operationally, just want to bring the board up to speed that we recently hired an operations manager to replace Antoine Johnson's position. Antoine was the enforcement manager, so we hired an operations manager. Her name is Nadia Harris. She will oversee both the enforcement and parking services departments. She brings an extensive parking experience. She's worked for private operators such as Laz and ProPark. So she's been with us for approximately a month now, and learning the culture, the ropes, and so far seems to be doing a fine job. That's all I have.
All right. Moving on to committee reports, finance.
We have, finally, the 2023 audit is finalized. So we have an exit conference with the finance committee on October 9th and hope to present it to the next board meeting.
Okay. Anything else? Fair enough. Nothing from the legal end? This time we'll move to public comment.
Yes, please. Hello, Mr.
Yeah.
Chairman, I guess interim chairman or temporary chairman, and
Parliamentarian's fine.
parliamentarian, members of the board, Charlie Cradaville, New Brunswick today. I had a few questions about items we already heard about. So the EV grant, is that from the federal government or the state government?
Well, this is for the state end of it. The federal government gives you a tax credit.
Got it. But so this would be the DEP?
Yes.
Okay, got it. And is there a fixed amount for each of those grants?
40,000.
Okay, 40,000 each.
Not more than 40,000.
Right, right.
So it depends on how much it costs, the actual
Got it.
installation, which we don't expect it to be more than 40,000 for each garage.
Understood, thank you. On the total debt for the authority, was there a debt payment in August?
No, it'll be in September,
It'll be this month.
so it's still the same.
Still 194?
94.
Okay. The audit, was it clean? Were there findings? Or is that determined yet?
Draft looks clean, yep.
It's clean, okay. Any update on the supermarket space, the former fresh grocer finding a
Still
tenant?
negotiating a lease.
Okay. And I know that the authority brought about some changes to downtown with the city council changing some of the ordinances for things like accommodating the delivery drivers
Yes,
and,
the drop-off.
you know,
zones.
the sort of areas that have been traditionally like, you know, courthouse parking or sheriff's parking, those kinds of things. I was just curious how those changes have gone so far. Are they all
Well,
implemented or?
Well, they just basically were able to enforce them beginning yesterday.
I see.
The city did not put the signs up until yesterday.
I noticed
so-
the signs were not up.
Right, so I can't respond to that yet. I'll
Need some time.
have more information for you at the next month's meeting,
Okay.
all right?
Well, I think that's all I had for today. Thank you.
Seeing no other members of the public, I think we can move on. Board discussion items?
I just had a question on this, I don't know if this is confidential or not.
No, it's public.
So how does this work? It's this plus this plus this
Oh,
plus
the
this?
payroll, is that
Yeah.
the payroll?
Yeah,
Yeah, those are estimates for between this board meeting and next board meeting.
mm-hmm.
And then we deduct the last month estimate, the same way we would have had. And then we add all the checks that were cut.
So
between the
what
two.
are these numbers? The prior month estimate in this case was 799,400.
Yes,
Okay, and do we compare that against like this month's actual? Or
No,
last
and
month's
then-
actual?
yeah, no, we have this month's actual 1.7 million, I think.
Yeah, so we estimated 799 and we actually spent
No, it's
1.7?
the number above that.
2.1 million?
Yeah, yeah. So we only get in advance for the payroll and for the health and pension.
And then all this backup is for all the rest of it, right? Okay, got it.
Right.
Just wanted to.
Yeah, we want to make
numbers.
sure there's money in the payroll account, people get their checks.
No, I understand, but I just wanted, they didn't seem to add up to anything that
Oh,
made sense
I
on the
see.
cover sheet, so that's why I just wanted an explanation, that's all. I'm the
Thank you.
treasurer, you know.
Any other board discussion points, or?
Do we have, someone missed? Who-
No, I don't discuss.
Gus.
Seeing none, we'll move on to resolutions. Do you want
sorry.
to do it as just a consent agenda, or did you?
Yeah, I
look at
could
each
just
one?
go right through them, there's nothing too heavy here.
Does anyone have a resolution that they want to pull for a separate vote, or? You can do them all as one, I guess my point. Or do you want to read them all individually?
Well, what resolution?
Well, I'll read them,
Okay, let's read
I'll read
them.
them off, and then, you know, you just, first is the payment resolution, which you just had in your hand, Maria, so if you get a vote on that, to accept the payment resolution.
Sure, so we get a motion to accept?
I'll make a motion to accept.
I'll
And
second it, as long as everything equals. It has a double cover sheet.
All in favor?
Aye.
Hearing no opposed, moving to the next one. It's a resolution approving the grant agreement for the New Jersey EPA through, and this is for the Gateway Complex. This was
That's
dis-
what Mitch just talked about?
Yes,
Mhm.
that's what I just spoke about, up to 40,000.
And we also have a resolution from a similar breath approving the grant agreement with the New Jersey EPA for the Wellness Center. If you want to just do both of those at the same time, you can do that. So can I have a motion to
I'll make
accept
a
both
motion.
those? Motion's on the floor, second.
I'll second
All in favor?
Aye.
Those resolutions are approved. And the resolution authorizing the auction of surplus equipment.
Yes.
A
What is
motion
that,
to-
like, excess?
I'll tell you exactly what it is. It's 2 snow plow blades and 12 various sized tires and rims.
Wait a
So we
minute.
put it out on the web through US Gov bid, and people bid on it, and so you could, you know, get some funds for it, as opposed to just getting rid of them.
A motion to move. We have a motion to accept. Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution is accepted. No more resolutions. We'll move on to old business. Any?
No, nothing, I'm good. I'm good all the way to adjourn.
New, anything closed? Motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion.
Perfect.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much, everybody.
You're-